Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to break down one of the most common questions we get as realtors down here in the Riviera Maya, and that is, what is the cost of living? In order to do so, I've broken it down into 6 different categories: food, housing, clothing, transportation, personal care, and of course, entertainment. Hey everyone, Matt Ashby here with the Elements Real Estate Group, and down here in the Riviera Maya, we help clients from all over the world buy investment and vacation rental properties to make great returns, 8 to 20% ROI, and we've put together an incredible free buyer's guide in the description below. So make sure to go get your hands on that. It was created specifically for American and Canadian investors. Okay, let's get into it. Number 1 is food, because guess what? We all have to eat. So in grocery shopping, we have a couple major chains throughout the Riviera Maya, including Mega as well as Walmart. You're going to save about 35 to 40% on typical groceries, but you are going to pay a bit more just because they are mega chains. But if you decide to go to a smaller local grocery store or even pop into one of the local food markets, you're going to save anywhere from 45 to 60% easily on fresh produce and meats. Number 2 is housing. Now this goes into kind of 2 categories. One is right in the tourist area. The second is outside of the tourist area. In a tourist area for a 1-bedroom right by the beach and close to say 5th Avenue in Playa del Carmen, you're looking at between $900 to $1,100 a month. As well, for a 2-bedroom unit, you're looking at anywhere from $1,800 to $2,000 per month. It's also important to know when looking at short-term rentals such as 1 week, 2 weeks, a month on Airbnb, you are going to pay more. There are a lot of opportunities down here on Facebook Marketplace, as well as that we have that you can reach out to us about, that do long-term stays like 6 months or 1 year. And you're typically going to see some great savings on that. And that same 2-bedroom unit would probably be around $1,400 to $1,500 a month, and a 1-bedroom around $650 to $800 a month. And of course, if you don't want to rent and you're looking at purchasing down here, we have studios and 1-bedroom starting from $125,000 to $200,000 with great financing options. It's a place where you can come vacation when you want to and make rental income when you're not here. Number 3 is clothing. Yes, we do have some great deals down here. There's a lot of local retailers that you can find some amazing, good quality clothing, from jeans to shirts, sweaters, even though you might not need some sweaters, shoes, etc. But we also have in the tourist area some bigger chains such as H&M that you can go find your everyday favorites from back home. And at those bigger chains, you might be a little discount, 10 to 15%, nothing crazy, but you can still find some really good quality stuff at local retailers, and you're gonna probably save anywhere from 25 to 35%, and you can also negotiate a little bit. Number 4 is transportation. With fuel, if you're gonna rent a car or buy a car down here, gas, does go up and down. Everybody knows that, but on average, you're gonna save anywhere from 10 to 15% on fuel to fill up your vehicle. When renting a car, you are gonna pay about the same, maybe a little bit less. Just make sure that you have adequate insurance on there, because you don't want to be in an accident down here in Mexico and not have proper coverage. And if you are purchasing a vehicle, you are much better off buying it down here when you come down here, rather than buying it in the US or Canada and driving it down. One, you're going to pay a lot less taxes when you purchase down here compared to taxes incurred when you buy in the US or Canada. And second, just overall costs for most and majority of vehicles are less. Here's a prime example. A Volkswagen Golf that you can buy down here is anywhere between 17 to 19,000 or 325,000 pesos approximately. And that same car in the US is around 23 to 26,000. So you are going to save a decent amount when you come down and buy here. But keep in mind, you do have to have some paperwork and a proper visa to be able to purchase a vehicle down here. Number 5, personal care services. Yes, ladies, if you want to go get your nails done, if you do it right on the main strip, right on 5th Avenue Playa, you are going to pay around the same, if not even a bit more. Same with gentlemen who want to go to the barber shop. If you're right in a hot tourist area, you are going to pay a little bit more. But here's a key tip. If you go just a few blocks outside of 5th Ave, or just in general any hot tourist area, you're typically going to find some local hairdressers or barbers or people to get your nails done, and you're going to pay a lot less. For example, I got a haircut in about 4 blocks away from Fifth Ave, and it was only $11, whereas a same similar barber right on Fifth Ave was charging $35. So immediately right there, if you're going to be living down here, you're going to learn where these great spots are with services that you like and food you like and all these different things, and you're going to be able to save a lot of money when you know exactly where to go. Number 6 is entertainment, and this one again is pretty broad and could have many different variables. In general, if you go to a restaurant in the middle of a hot tourist area, you are going to be paying around the same as you would back home, depending on where you call home. If you go outside of the tourist area, that's when you see prices go right down, and you're going to save anywhere from 45 to 60% from those restaurants just outside. Movie tickets and theaters and shows, again, if you're buying them through local vendors in the tourist area, you're going to pay top dollar. There are different ways, Facebook marketplaces and different connections, I guess you could say, within the expat community when you're down here that will actually allow you to find these entertainment items for a lot cheaper. As I just said, there's also a lot of expats. In fact, there's 1.2 million expats in Mexico from the US and Canada. And so along the coast, especially in the Riviera Maya, there are tons of people from all over the world, and English is a very common language down here. But bringing all these expats together, there's actually all these different groups and communities, and they can share different ideas and tricks and, you know, where they got great deals or what to avoid. And so if you are moving down here for an extended period of time, I urge you to get into these groups, get involved, make some new friends, and everybody is super, super friendly. Plus, you're going to save a lot of that learning curve, and you're going to be able to learn from people who are already living here. At the beginning of the video, I told you we have this awesome website that we share with our clients that are looking to buy down here or move down here or invest down here when they're looking at cost of living for an extended period of time. That website is expatison.com. You can see it right there. Go ahead and check it out. It was founded in 2009 by a gentleman named Gerardo. He's a software engineer and an expat himself, and he realized there was no resource out there that he could compare certain prices of where he was to where he was going. And so he created it. So all you have to do is go in there, type Playa Del Carmen, type Cancun, type Tulum, and then type in where you're from, say Toronto or Vancouver, and it's going to populate the 6 categories I just talked about, but they're going to go into way more detail of everything you could possibly think of. So in summary, I did an example of being from Toronto to Playa Del Carmen, and it was 54% in total cost of living savings. Obviously, you can come down here, spend much more, and you can spend much less, so it's up to you to know what kind of lifestyle you're going to have down here and then be able to budget appropriately. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to get your hands on a free buyer's guide. If you have any questions, it takes you step by step through the buying process. Like I said earlier, we have properties starting at $125,000 in Tulum and Playa del Carmen as well as Cancun. So if you ever thought of investing, get your hand on that buyer's guide, then reach out to us, let us know what questions you have. We're more than happy to answer them. And if you really enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe, leave us a comment, give us a like. We always love feedback. And also make sure to check out our other videos. We have new weekly content coming out about lifestyle, real estate, and everything in between about living down here and investing in the Riviera Maya. So go check out those other videos.